So great to see you.
Great to see you as well. Welcome to Korz Cove.
Thank you so much for having me.
Do you have your ticket?
I got my ticket on SquadUP. Couldn't have been easier. Let me pull it up and show it to you.
That's why we use them.
Boom, there you go.
There we go.
All right, awesome. Let's get into it.
As you can see, I've pretty much given up and pursued Lego full time. So it's really nice to have you here. I've been doing it by myself. So what do you think? What do you think we should build for the amusement park?
It's a great question. You know, one of the things that I kind of experienced in my childhood was I would go to an amusement park called Rye Playland, and one of my favorite rides at Rye Playland was this like Viking swinging ship that goes up and down. I feel like that might fit well within the amusement park. What do you think about that?
I think that's perfect. You know, it's a pirate theme, castle theme, so it's literally perfect. I can't wait. I think that we should start off with a base. So I'm gonna run over here, get this.
Awesome,
dude. Good idea too. Viking. I'm in Viking training right now.
I am a Viking.
Really? Oh, awesome.
I don't know if you've done that, but
I have not done Viking training.
We can flip some wooden tires later if you want.
Oh, so, sick.
This is part of it.
Love it.
So yeah, any good build, you know, starts with a base. This is it's a good size here, but we don't have to use it all. But it's just, you know, it's a good piece.
Good foundation.
I think I already have a ship ready here.
All right, perfect.
And so we got the ship here, and yeah, now what? This could be kind of tough because what I was thinking is, so the Viking ship would have to have two pylons here, and then a center point because the goal is to have it go up, back and forth.
Right.
We're gonna need a spot for the guests to enter. Do you think they should enter on the same side and exit on this side, maybe? Like.
Right, I think two separate sides to kind of keep the flow of traffic moving, right? You want them coming in on one side and then exiting the other side. I love that, yeah. So that's the main thing. So we have the entrance, we have an exit, we have our pylons here to hold the ship. We got to make it, rotate, and then we go into the fine details after that. So, all right, let's see here. Let's see what we got to start the build. So first of all, we'll probably need these guys, seats. At some point. Yep. Perfect. So that'll be good. What do you think? So I had these guys here, and we have a whole bunch of these, but like this is kind of thick enough. Something like this where we can maybe do like something with the design or pick a color. But I think this should be the top here, and then I have some pieces somewhere that actually like spin. So I think that'll be for like the rotation mechanism. Yes. Yeah, cool. And then our strongest structure here is like a triangle. So we're gonna try our best to make a triangle design. But there's like the pivot pieces. When was the last time you Legoed? 25 plus years ago, to be completely honest. Wow. I'm all about it, and I'm super excited. I haven't done it in far too long, so I don't have a ton of experience, but I do have a ton of curiosity, I guess is how I'd define it. I love that. Yeah. That's all you need. So yeah, we'll figure it out together. I think the possibilities are endless here. That I have all these Legos. I don't have an official count, but I'm definitely sure that I have a lot. So anything that you can think of that we would need, like there's we have like little car doors that we could use here. I love that. I just had this idea. So we got these guys.
A few moments later.
I think this might be cool for the entrance and exit here. Okay. So we got these over here.
Oh, so like little ramps?
Yeah, so I think that could be a good start here to where we're going with this, you know. So like, do this and then, or I mean, I could even use these guys as our swinging gym, you know what I'm saying? Like if we do it like this. I mean, this may not stay like this, but like you see how like this is like. Oh, just to kind of keep it off the ground, I guess. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that is brilliant. That's brilliant. So that's what I'm thinking here, because then it's like obviously it would be a little bit higher than this, but then when it swings up, it'll look like it does in the. It'll look right. Yeah. That totally makes sense. Cool. All right. So what do you think for the triangle itself? Like, so I have these pieces here. I'll show you.
That's a great question, because I'm almost imagining it like, because I feel like it has to have like a flag of some sort, right?
Oh yeah.
So I feel like, do we want to make the flag part of the rotation mechanism?
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Kind of do like a 2-for-1. I'm not 100% sure how that would work, but I feel like there would be a way to do that where you have like the flag almost be like the anchor at the top, and that's what you use to kind of rotate it back and forth.
Yeah. So here we'll start here. Oh yeah. So I also, if you, I know you said you haven't Legoed in a while, so I do have Lego building gloves.
Okay.
So your hands start hurting, I do have those gloves, and there's also a bunch of tools. I have screwdrivers. I have the actual Lego tool itself.
Perfect.
So you know, if you can't get any pieces apart, there's tons of ways to do it.
Time off. All right. Sweet.
I think I have in my toolkit.
So just to start fresh here, you know, it's crazy because I started this whole build, and I really just wanted everything to be custom. And so every set that I've ever had as a kid, I tore apart. So like even the Disney castle, I tore apart. But my dad, my family, they're like Disney fanatics, and they almost kicked me out. They said, they're like, you're not gonna. There's no way.
No, it's blasphemy to tear the Disney set apart.
Yeah, so they couldn't believe that I would do such a thing. But here is this what you mean, kind of like this, just so we have that connection here.
Yeah, perfect.
Or maybe it should be a little bit more center.
I don't know how much more centered it can get, right? I don't know.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. We should probably secure this floor here. Maybe we'll do these thick ones.
A few moments later.
This right here. So these guys are here. So that way they're sticking up on real estate. Because what I would think too is a swinging ship. So whenever I've been on a swinging ship, like, you know, the seats go up. So I don't think that the seats would be this low. My goal is maybe to fill in a couple of these rows with just the pieces, and then start the seats a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just trying to think of the Lego man itself. And I'm just gonna grab a character here, grab a couple just for fun.
Perfect.
I have a paramedic, so somebody got sick on the ride.
All right.
We need a doctor!
And I got an elf, and maybe the elf was the one that was sick on the ride.
Sure.
Who knows?
Love it.
Or maybe he's, he got banned for playing his banjo or something. Anyway, so all right, so let's say there's nothing going to be perfect in the Lego world as far as like if you look at Lego stairs, like the one stair is half their body, so technically it wouldn't be suitable for Legos or walks. So
sure.
I try my best to just to think of whatever the ratio would be. So like this guy can't jump up here, so we'd have to have just like steps connecting this ramp.
Got it.
And then so this could be the door, but I would think maybe we fill up this bottom row, and then to where the next row is this is where we start the seats. So this would be where you walk in, and then this row right here is this first row of seats, and then we'll just make it a little bit higher each row we go back, like it would in the
Yep, almost like stadium seating where it gets like a little bit taller as you go toward the front end of the show.
Absolutely, yes. So, yeah. So what we'll do here, I guess we'll just if you want to take some of these guys here, we're just gonna fill the bottom so the colors don't matter.
Yeah, because no one's gonna see it anyway.
Yeah. So we can just fill this up just to have a nice sturdy base. Yep. And then
feels good. It's been far too long
there
since
you
I've
go.
done
Your
that.
first
Popping
press.
that first one in.
That's so good. I'm so happy I was a part of that.
All right.
So here, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a skinny one.
Look at that one too, but I feel like the perfect fit. That feels good too, and it's like just the right size.
Oh yes.
I apologize for that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't really that secure. That's why, because I wanted to do 2 layers in that sense, because we're doing all these going this way. But once we go one more, if we go the other way, then we'll have like a really secure bottom, so we don't have to worry about it.
Got it.
Falling apart.
Now, okay, like I can put that there. Are we super concerned about these 2 small things?
No. So yeah, that's what I think too. Like we'll fill in those gaps with the second layer, so I'm not too concerned.
Oh,
about
sure.
So this will be that one, and then I have some 6 guys here. And that will be the first row. Nice and snuggy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect.
See, that's
fit.
nice. See, it's
a
already
good
perfect
fit.
Oh, me too. We gotta just get two.
Thin boy.
Yeah, thin boy. Yeah, that's
right,
like the terms right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So now we got the first first layer here.
All right.
And now, I'm gonna get. Actually, if you want to get you see the white, you might have to move that chair. The white. There's like 2x3s. I think it's like the bottom left. Or middle left, right there. Yeah, just grab 2 of them bad boys.
Yep. Gotcha. Gladly. Here you go.
Sweet. This is gonna be sick.
I'm pumped.
So yeah, we'll just fill these guys in. Oh, I misread that one. So this was.
Oh, no, that's right. Right, that one there.
Yeah, that one there. I thought the other one was a 3 too, but it's
a 2x2.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 2x2 down here too. Oh, here we go. Yeah, right above it. Right.
Yeah. So that's perfect. Yeah, you can put that right there. Yeah, nice. I feel like the ship is going to feel really solid after the second layer.
Yeah, absolutely. It's building a strong, sturdy foundation.
Yeah, and we can throw it around like a football or something.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of has that like ovular shape and color too.
Yeah, it does.
You a football guy? You look like you used to play football.
I used to play football.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Yeah, I was Little League. I played Little League since I was like 6 years old. And when I was in Little League, they had a stripe system to where if you were a certain weight, you couldn't touch the ball. And I was always a 2-striper. And which means if I touched the ball, if I had an interception, anything, I had to stop it. The play was dead. My last year of Little League, I ended up like losing a bunch of weight, and I was able to touch the ball. I had like the best season of my life. I was in 8th grade. But then I played in high school, but like my 8th grade year, I mean, people don't usually peak in their 8th grade year, but that was me. That
sure?
was like,
oh, that's awesome.
The best season.
Oh,
like,
that must have been so fun.
No stripe, and I was just like, yeah, it was great.
Hell
so,
yeah.
It was good times. What about you? You play football or you watch football?
I love watching football. I'm a Jets fan, so my team is cursed. But growing up, I played lacrosse, so lacrosse was always kind of my sport department. But I love football. I love watching football. I love playing fantasy football. I love playing Madden. But my parents would not let me play football growing up.
Oh, no, dang.
Yeah, they put the kibosh on that.
Dang, that stinks.
Yep.
My parents
didn't have an option.
My parents didn't want me to play either. It took a lot of convincing. My mom said no at first. It was Little League football or Little League. It was like T-ball were my two like choices, or that I wanted to, And I begged my mom to let me play, and she said no. And my dad, they were really concerned. But then I started like practicing and playing on my own, and I was like, please, I just kept, consistency is key. So I just kept asking, and they were like, all right, fine.
Sure.
And then, so I ended up, peaking in 8th grade, but that's fine, What Madden was your favorite? I feel like
that's a great question. I could actually immediately answer that. I don't know the year, but the one with Ray Lewis on the cover, it was the first year they introduced the hit stick.
Yeah,
and me and all my buddies used to play. I think we were maybe in middle school at the time. We'd have like Madden tournaments. We got like really into it. So I think that was the highlight for me.
That's amazing. The hit stick changed the game. Yeah. Really, you can't go wrong with the hit stick.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it was. And then I feel like they didn't innovate for like several years after that, and it was just the same game. Yeah, exactly.
They were like,
and then I think at some point they released the truck stick, which is like the opposite. Like if you're like a running back, you could truck stick someone. That was a fun one too.
Yeah, that's funny. Truck stick. Yeah. Wonder how that would be in real life.
Yeah. I would not want to be in the way of either an NFL linebacker or an NFL running back.
No, not at all. Actually, yeah. What do you think would be worse, to be hit by a lineman front line or like someone sprinting at you?
I guess like the two scenarios that immediately come to my mind are like one, Ray Lewis, right? Like me running like in Ray Lewis kind of hitting the hole, and then the other would be like Derrick Henry, right? Like I feel like they're both pretty scary, but
Scared? Me?
I don't know. Ray Lewis is just like I feel like that. Like I feel like that could legitimately kill you. Like that could actually end your life.
I think so too. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder because I do strongman competitions. I love the gym and all that stuff, but I feel like there's a certain point where you're just, man, you get tired of getting hit like that.
Yep.
Even if you're a powerhouse, but if you're not a powerhouse. Practice has got to be tough.
Yeah,
I mean, every
I would
day
imagine.
you're just
and then I feel like each consecutive hit just weighs more and more and more on you. So unless you really love that, I could see it being a little challenging.
It's getting a little rattled. You're like, all right, well, I'm over this. Yeah, that's fun. So you play lacrosse? Did you play any other sports?
Growing up, I still love sports. So lacrosse. Before I got super in lacrosse, baseball when I was much younger, ASO soccer. Basket, I played like modified basketball, which I guess like middle school basketball, tennis.
Okay, wow, you did a lot.
All the stuff, yeah.
Wow, okay, cool. So, yeah, okay, so it's coming together. So I say what we'll do here is we'll get some flat. Well, you know, this big boy here. I have this one, but we'll get a couple more flats.
Yeah.
Just to get one more like nice layer here. But this is solid though.
All
this
right.
is definitely looking good already.
Sweet.
So I gotta ask, man. So you know, co-founder of SquadUP. How did this all begin, man?
Yeah, that's a great question. It kind of started in college. You know, we founded the business, me and 3 of my other buddies from our fraternity, actually. So this was like way back our senior year of college, pretty much. One of the reasons why we started the business was a few years older than us in school was a gentleman named Michael Posner, who is a
singer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we kind of got influenced by him and kind of saw like what his touring was like and realized that like there wasn't really a great solution for like if you're a singer, if you wanted to throw some type of event, there weren't like really great tools in order to support that. And we're like, you know what, these events, these experiences are like kind of critical not only to like the college experience but like to the human experience. We're like, let's build software that supports, you know, allowing people to get together and have fun. Wow. So that was like really where the genesis of the idea started. And you know, the first product ended up looking very different from what it looks like today. You know, the first product was kind of like focused on like college and like frat parties and things like that. And we quickly realized that like college kids aren't necessarily like the best demographic for a piece of software if you want to make money. So we had to, you know, pivot several times over the course of our business. But that was like kind of how we got started initially was, you know, through Mike and kind of seeing the way that he was touring and the events that he was going to and realizing that there wasn't really a great solution for event like I guess it like we didn't really want to call it like ticketing. We'd be like, our idea is like we want to be like the anti-ticketing. We want to like just allow people to throw events. So that's kind of like how the idea got started.
Ooh.
That's my story.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I've had quite the fortunate opportunity to work some of the events that you guys host, and every single one of them have been the funnest times of my life.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, it's been great. You know, we got to work together a few times. I think the first time was out in Brooklyn, right, for the New York City Wine and Food Festival, and then Charleston, we got to spend some good quality time together because we were there like on site. And I didn't get to see you at the last one, but I know that you were helping out at Tribeca as well. So you know, those are some really fun ones.
Nantucket was great.
What
a weird place that is.
Sure.
Nantucket, it was funny. There's several times that we would walk around the town and people's keys were just in their car. And people, I mean, you're on an island, so I guess no one's stealing cars, but that was that trusting.
Very trustworthy community, absolutely. Yeah, it's an interesting place.
Yeah, funny. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's been really interesting and it's been really fun. I am just like so grateful that we crossed paths and now we're building together. So it's like it's kind of wild. I think that was the whole when I started getting involved with what you guys do. It seemed like you guys wanted to have everyone involved and wanted to make it as fun a time as possible. So it wasn't just getting your tickets. It was, like you said, the anti-ticket. It was like still you guys were there having a blast. So it was just really cool. And I've just had the best years of my life ever since.
Amazing!
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Board, so.
Yeah, that's one of the like it's again it's like the human element, right? Like everyone wants to like, and especially like as kind of time progresses and feel like there's more of a tendency to like not necessarily do as many things together like as a group or like go. I feel like it's really important that like we don't lose that sense of like going out, meeting people, doing things together, like enjoying these types of experiences. So it's just like thankful that I'm able to be like even just a teeny tiny small part of that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Sometimes you lose sight of that. I feel as though post Pandy, or so ever since that, I do feel as though I've been a lot more of a homebody, and I miss that aspect of being around people and and having fun. I think that I lost a little bit of that, and working the festivals and doing those things, I kind of brought that back because I realized how much I love being around people.
Sure.
How much I thrive. Like even just everyone's going through stuff.
I feel like you're like a great people person too. I remember just like in New York City, you were always like directing traffic, but also like very much like interacting with everyone. I feel like there's like something really like energizing to like the spirit, just like about doing that, and like it also requires like a certain type of skill that you clearly have. So it's a good skill to have.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I got to talk to everyone, and yeah, I feel like but all of us we're here on this planet to connect and grow together. So all of us coming together, working together, doing all these things. I feel like that's a big key to life and your connectivity and your like even finding yourself. I feel like you can find yourself within other people too.
Yeah, totally, absolutely, 100%.
So yeah, cool. Let's couple more pieces here. We got the. So it's just the gap fillers here.
Skinny boys.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. That could be helpful here. This one would go right there.
Yeah, now we got definitely a good solid floor here. I'll leave this for our door.
Okay, yep, that makes sense.
How we're gonna do that.
Double this up right here.
Nice,
that
perfect.
boy in.
Dang, alright, perfect. We don't need those other guys, that's perfect. We'll move this over here. Yeah, this has been fun. This is the whole point of this too. Is obviously I've been doing this by myself in this basement for over a year, not consistently, but every time I go visit my family. So I feel as though I've been trying to make something really cool, but I've also lost sight of being around people and that kind of thing. So that was a big inspiration for me. I was like, man, I'm Legoing by myself. Like, what am I doing? So it's like really cool just to do something creative. I feel like that's the goal of life. Is like if you're creating and growing, then you're thriving.
Totally, and it's like it's good to have a balance too, right? Like something and also it's important to kind of like figure out what drives you and what gives you the most energy. Like some people like really thrive being alone and kind of doing things on their own, and other people like do a little bit better when they're interacting with other people. So it's good to kind of feel it out and figure out which process kind of fulfills you the most and gives you the most inspiration.
I agree. It's well said. So you have how long have you actually been doing SquadUP now?
Oh, that's a good question. I graduated from college in 2012, so I guess like really 13 years now. This is all I've done my entire adult life. Yeah.
All my life.
So again, just kind of very fortunate and very thankful that I've been able to ride this wave. You really get to learn a lot seeing a product from like it's not even like baby stages, but like pre-baby stages, and kind of seeing it mature into kind of like the professional software and business that it's become today. So I feel thankful for being able to be part of that ride and everything that I've learned along the way, and all the amazing people that I've met along the way, and the great team that we've built. So it's just been super fun learning experience. A lot of like long nights and hard yards, especially like when we first got started, but also that on the other end that like you get to feel the direct impact of your work when you put in those long nights and those hard yards. So it's very rewarding and fulfilling, and definitely something that I'm super proud of.
That's awesome. What do you think your hardest challenge has been that you've had to overcome?
That's a great question. I think that doing a lot with a small team. I don't know how many like people realize how small our team is. So just like trying to figure out like what pieces and what parts of our team to put in different areas to make sure that we're able to continuously grow the business. Right. And also just like trying to make sure that our product is able to support all different types of clients, right? Because event organizers have all different types of requests, needs, things like that, and they vary greatly. So we try to build product that supports like not just one client, but really like the client base in their totality. But it's also really hard to do that just because everyone is kind of like so unique. So it takes a little bit of like thinking to like build new features that support not just like one person, but support like either a whole vertical or like the entire like events industry as a whole.
Yeah, true. And I imagine, I know that you don't necessarily show up to all the events that you're hosting or you're involved with, but sometimes I imagine that it's just thinking on the fly too, and learning how to pivot in the moment. Because even in South Carolina, there's some moments when we were presented with something that that we just had to run with it. So And then pretty cool that we got, what was it, 2,000 people in 2 minutes?
Yeah, that was really amazing.
That's pretty good.
It's so interesting because the infrastructure was just set up like in a great way. Right? Like we were in a football stadium, so it's just like having that as opposed to like having to figure like in previous years or at other festivals, like it's not always in the location isn't always like a stadium that has great infrastructure. You know, sometimes like you're right in the middle of the town, and other times you're like right on the water, and you kind of have to scramble and figure things out. And it's never it's never the same. It's always like changing year over year, day over day.
We work with what we have.
So just like being able to be flexible and be open, as opposed to being like, oh, this I know that this is the right way and this is how I'm always going to do it. That's kind of like where you run into issues. So just like keeping an open mind, I think, is something that's super important.
I think that's even key to life.
Totally,
No
yeah,
matter
absolutely.
what business you're in, really, because I think that's the main thing. I mean, being open to ideas and philosophies, and you know, we're here to learn and grow from each other. So I feel like there is no one right way. There's many ways. And I think that you got to do whatever is best, you know.
You kind of have to like experiment too, right? Like it's like, oh well, I think that this is the right way to do it, but you don't know until like you actually go and try it, and then like all of that kind of leads into like learning, right? Because you can experiment and you can try one way, and that way it could work, and that's great. Then you're kind of done with that. But like oftentimes you experiment and you try something and it doesn't work. But part of it is like being okay if you do an experiment and it doesn't work. And that was like one of the things that I had to learn as I got older, is that like if you have an experiment and an experiment fails, like yeah, it's a bummer, but like you can't get frustrated about it because you're just kind of eliminating one potential solution, and then you know, okay, that doesn't work, let me try something else. And it's all a learning process.
Dang, that's powerful.
Yeah.
We could even take a moment of silence for that, because that was just brilliant. I mean, I've been dealing with the same thing too, because even building this roller coaster, I've had many different designs, and I've had designs that I've spent hours and hours and hours, and I have this perfect coaster, and I'm like, this is great, and then I go to run it, and it doesn't run. And it's like, dang, so it's like, even those little moments, I know it's like Legos is kind of silly, but at the same time, it's like,
it's absolutely
really,
wise.
Anything that you're doing, it's so easy to get frustrated, but when you're frustrated, then you're almost like inviting that energy to your life. But when you do those things and you spend hours, and because sometimes when you're doing something, you really love it, and time feels like it's standing still, and you're like, dang, I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already, or whatever it is. And I feel like if that was the case when you were doing it, and even if it didn't work out, you still were in the moment and you're present. So that's probably the best thing that you could have ever done. So the outcome never mattered, and that time that you spent committing to something with your full heart and mind and focus, that was what the point of that.
Totally. And like the more, this is like something that I've been working on personally just as I get older too, is like trying to be present. And like the more that you practice, and like what you're talking about, like being in that flow state, the more that you do that, the more that you get into that flow state. That's like, it's just like anything, like exercising, the more that you do it, the easier that it gets. So like there's actually, it's a great exercise to like be more present, is doing these types of things and being curious and getting into that flow state.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. This is gonna be the best. I might not even release the whole podcast. I'm gonna just stop here, because I just literally found the answer. That's what I was looking for. So that's great, man. I think you have a really beautiful view of life, and you've always been super positive and cheerful, and so I know you have a family. Do you have any kids?
Not yet, but probably at some point in the future. Got a great wife at home. Got 2 great dogs.
Shout out to the wife.
Shout out to the wife. Shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to the 2 dogs, Maverick and Goose. They're both at home as well.
It's my life's dream.
So tell me about Goose. You had a little situation with Goose, right?
Yeah, Goose got fixed, and she's a little ball of chaos, a little tornado. So she was just kind of like running around and tore her stitches open. So had to get that taken care of. But she's on the mend, and we got a nice bodysuit for her to cover her up. So she's all good. And
I think that might be a trend now. She might be just wanting to wear the vest.
Yeah, exactly. She seems very comfortable and confident in it. So we might just have to like make it a thing moving forward.
I love that. Yeah, what kind of dogs are they?
Pomeranians.
Okay.
That's fun. Our older guy's Maverick. We've had him he just turned 10 years. So we had him since he was like 2 months old. My wife and I got him when we were out in Los Angeles. Okay. And we just got Goose about 7 months ago or so, and it's just been like really fun watching them interact and kind of grow and learn about each other, and like start to play a little bit more and get a little bit closer. So that's been really rewarding.
Yeah, that's great. How'd you meet your wife?
I met my wife in LA. She was roommates with one of the original SquadUP co-founders' close friends from home.
Okay.
So one night we all like kind of got together and had a pregame, and then like went out and like kind of took it from there. Sent her a follow-up message on Facebook and took her on a date to the. Oh, she's gonna kill me when I don't remember the exact name of the restaurant. But
we'll edit this one.
Yeah, we'll cut this out. It was
None of this ever happened, gentlemen.
a really nice Italian restaurant in Santa Monica. And,
that's great. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And then just kind of took it from there. Took it slow, and dated for a while, and kind of did everything together for quite some time. Moved back from LA to New York when COVID hit,
Okay.
and then got engaged and got married almost 3 years ago now.
Wow. So let me ask: when you took her out on that first date, did you ask her out via Facebook, or did you get her number by that point?
Oh, that is a really, really good. I think that I got her number from Facebook Messenger, and then I asked her out on a date from there. I think it wasn't in person. I feel like that's probably the most appropriate way to do it is to do like, hey, like, would you go out on this date with me? But like modern times, I had to do what I had to do in order to get that done.
We're in modern times.
Yeah, and also because you could be considered stalking. I mean, if you have to find them first, and you're like, hey, I'm in your front yard.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm outside. Like, you want to come talk to me for a second?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. No, I was just saying because it's funny because sometimes you meet people on Instagram, Facebook, social media, all that stuff, and I do feel like you carry the conversation on there, but then you switch over. But then it's like there's so many apps to text. It's like, well, like I have your Facebook and then your number, and then you're like, hey, here's my WhatsApp. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like, how many apps do we need?
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny. Cool. So that's working out well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
She's amazing, and the pups are amazing, and super thankful.
Cool. I love that. You got a really beautiful story here.
I really appreciate that.
And then now we're sharing that beauty here. So
yeah, exactly. It all comes full circle, and again, just very, very thankful that you invited me, and super excited to continue building this out, and just thankful to be part of this, and looking forward to being a contributor to the world record largest Lego roller coaster set.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really neat. So I was thinking. So what do you think next? So do you think this thing, because maybe we should fill this in a little bit here.
Okay. Were these the doors, right?
Yeah. So I was thinking, trying to think on the fly. We have like car pieces. I think they're in a pile somewhere. Maybe we could just leave it open. But I was just trying to figure out, because we obviously want, like, this is going to be the middle technically. So like this is kind of throwing me off because it's
not exactly the
exactly
middle, right?
Yeah. So maybe the door. If we were to fill this in, maybe the door, we should send it to the door. Like, maybe we'll fill this in with
Oh, yeah, we could do that. We could put a few pieces here, and then we could put the door, like, right here, maybe. Like on these two pieces, right? Yeah. Like, these two pieces are the center, maybe?
Or, yeah. So here, it would be 6 here, so then it would be, like, the 4, I would say, maybe the 4 in the middle, and then that's, like, our streamlined center.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
cool.
I think I have those over here, right? Isn't that these pieces?
Yeah, square boys. Yeah, so... Just so we have like a reference point.
Oh, double squares. That's what it is.
Yeah, because for some reason I can't figure out that center. I guess it is. Oop. Okay, yeah.
So like that.
Yep.
Like that. Do we want them to be brown?
Alright, that doesn't matter.
No.
Well, yeah, let's make them brown.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Actually, yeah, I have an idea. So, these guys right here. Let's do it. Let's add a little zest to the ship.
Sure.
You think it's like some blue or which one?
Blue. Yeah, no. The blue looks nice with the brown.
Yeah, that's pretty sharp. So we'll add yeah, there we go. That's fun. All right. So then, and then should we now? Dang, there's so many levels to the detail of anything that you do. Let me get let's do one layer of the flat. Oh, we have the 6 over here. Or we just like cover this.
Yep.
We need 8.
We need a longer one.
We have 8 over here? There we go. So what do you think here then? Oh, that's too big.
That's too big.
Was that right?
Is this 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is this 6 here?
Oh, what am I?
Oh, it's a 7. That's 7.
Okay, 7.
That's
okay. So what do you think? I like the tan with that blue. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or
Just like that?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and then we can add a little 2 guy here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. All right, so now we got that, and so this would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is not center. I don't know why I did that like that, but let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just block off the whole thing all the way across. I don't know if we'll necessarily see this, but does that look centered to you? I don't know why I can't tell right now.
I don't think so. I don't think. Well,
because this says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what? I don't understand.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. Well, because this is 5 and 7, and this is 6 and 6, which is interesting.
Wait, what? See, that's why I was
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What? Okay, so that's probably why it's throwing me off a little bit. So I guess I don't know. It shouldn't be that.
My gut
hard.
tells me that maybe right here is center. I just don't know.
Okay.
It also doesn't have to be perfectly center, right? As long as it looks visually center, I think that's what's most important.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we'll just I'm cool with leaving it like that. All right, so now we got to figure out the seating. So with the goal is to have the Legos actually sit down. So if you put these seats together, the Legos won't fit, and you would actually obviously maximize on the amount of seats, but I would have to space them out. So I think they should be like this, like a space in between, so 4.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, and then I think that we have this thing over here. If we look behind us, this.
Grab it for you. Which one?
This not this one. Grab it. This one. So I could be off here, but I was thinking about, let's say, the second level. I don't know if this is going to be too high, but do you think, or maybe even where this is here, and now we have, which would be our second row here.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. Do we need to put this one so their legs will fit?
Okay. Well, yeah. So technically, let's see where this guy. Paramedic. So this is how they sit down.
Oh, right. So it's not even.
So
so they're legs hang over, but they don't. Yeah, no, that looks great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good too. Actually, doing these pieces here. I have shorter ones too. Do you think a little shorter? Yeah, I think we'll go a little shorter.
Slightly shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too high for this outside. So we'll go shorter, and what we'll do is, so this will be right here with the first one. So we should just put a block, like one of these big boys, across the back, so this is supported.
Got it. Yep.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So it'll be right here. So along with that gray.
This.
Yep. All right. Yeah. One back.
One back.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I can get a.
Yep. And then oops, that's a big one.
Right, like that.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
Oh, that's a great question. I loved the kind of speaking on castles. I don't know if you remember, but they used to make this little, I feel like it's Faber-Castell or something, this little castle set where you had little cannonballs and little knights that pot and a moat with a drawbridge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a really cool one. So I did Legos for sure, but I was a nerd, so my mom got me a bunch. I don't know if you remember them. They're similar to Legos. They're called Connects or.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With kind of the same idea, but almost more they'll have the little sprocket piece at the end, and you could pop them into each other. That was a really good one. Play-Doh. I also love Play-Doh. Love Play-Doh.
Wow.
My parents never let me forget that I used to love eating Play-Doh.
Wait a minute. Did Sam just say he used to eat Play-Doh as a kid? Weird, because Great minds must think alike. I think my heavy consumption of Play-Doh since I was a kid to now is the exact reason why I was casted for the Play-Doh competition game show on Amazon Prime called Squish. Watch as 3 competing teams, 2 adults, 2 children, compete to see who has the best Play-Doh skills. I am with my Banana Bros, and check us out as we compete against the SD All-Stars and the Needy Friends to see who will be the ultimate Play-Doh winner. Amazon Prime, check it out. Hosted by the lovely Sarah Hyland. And yeah, keep eating Play-Doh. I mean, keep playing with Play-Doh.
Are you ready to get squished? 3 teams compete to create the ultimate Play-Doh winter wonderland. Artistic flair, bold imagination, and great storytelling.
All the Play-Doh that you can ask for. Play-Doh on Play-Doh on Play-Doh.
Our teams will face challenges frightful.
Oh, she went down!
And delightful.
You guys got it!
That's one in the nanny pack. Who remembers the 90s, all right?
3, 2, 1, Play-Doh!
All I can think about, is it too much? Is it too little? Sorry, am I being too enthusiastic?
I'm looking around, I'm thinking like, wow, everybody's stuff looks really, really good.
Look at their tree. Oh, so proud of my tree.
Katie, we're fine.
It's funny, it's lighthearted, it's playful, it's very Play-Doh.
What we have in store for you is something that is just gonna blow the judges away.
My heart is racing like so fast.
So pressured right now.
Great job, guys. Just do it.
Just do it.
Looks like we have a really big decision to make.
Huge.
Only one team can win the $5,000 grand prize, and the other 2 teams are about to get squished.
What?
Your earrings are so cool. Is that Play-Doh? Look at that. Just like, no big deal. I'm just wearing Play-Doh on a Play-Doh show.
How do you like the blue, purple blue look? Or do you like...
Yeah, that was a very gentle way of you saying, hey, why are you here to the pattern here?
No, but do you like it or no?
I do like it a lot.
So let's see here. So we'll do like one little space. So you can move that one over. So not the sturdiest there, but that's fine.
It'll be all right. Oh no. All right.
Wait, do you think? Oh wait, actually maybe let's move it forward a little bit because I think the spacing is one for the.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's not super secure. We should probably have a base at the bottom, but it's alright.
Like throw like a thin, a skinny one underneath.
Yeah, but I think it's fine there.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. So, do you think we should go one more row, or do you think the 3 is good?
I feel like 3 is good because if you go one more, like I feel like it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I don't necessarily even have a good justification, but I just feel like visual.
We would just raise it up a little bit, or maybe push it like that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Cool. We'll do that. Yeah. I'll leave it both blue in the back. I like that. All right. Cool. So we'll do the other side.
I feel like blue is a good Viking color, and then like also purple is like the color of the Minnesota Vikings. So blue, purple.
Hey, that's perfect. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I was thinking too. So the blue, I think the blue looks sharp with the brown. I think that's a cool thing. But then purple is a symbol of royalty. So I was thinking of the Viking ship, kind of like in that royalty sense.
Yeah.
And also, so maybe you've broken the LEGO rules. I'm not sure if this is illegal or not. But what I noticed is like when I was growing up in the 90s, 80s. Oh, well, I was born in the 90s. But a lot of the sets I had were just like all the colors were like these reds and yellows or whatever kind of ugly colors. No offense, LEGO, but. So I've done a lot of spray painting. I've spray painted a bunch of these. So everything on this wall, I mean, none of these are actually like the way the piece came.
Sick. They're all custom.
Yeah. So I wanted it to be more custom. I have when we shine the black light on these things, like everything glows. So the whole goal was this whole room to glow, and I wanted you to be taken away from that.
Wow.
So anyway, the reason why I was telling you that is because these purple guys are gonna glow in the black light. So. Incredible. I thought that was a kind of a cool ad, when the ship is swaying.
I'm now remembering that for my high school graduation gift, my parents were kind enough. We did a cruise through Scandinavia.
Oh, wow.
And when we were in pretty sure it was in Norway. It could have been Sweden. I'm almost positive it's in Norway. We went to this giant Viking ship museum.
Oh my
called,
God.
like, I think it was called like the Vasa or something like that.
Okay.
It was like one of the coolest experiences I've ever had.
It's an amazing experience for me.
I love
So fun. Such like amazing history. Like Viking history in and of itself, I feel like is absolutely fascinating. Like, a while back, I watched the Viking show, which I feel like people really liked, and it's just so interesting. The history and the culture and everything. It's just absolutely fascinating.
Yeah. Do you have any Viking in your blood?
I do not have any Viking in my blood. I wish that I could say yes, but yeah, no Viking blood in me. How about yourself?
Yeah, me either. Not that I know of, but that's why I'm Viking training.
There you go.
So
Exactly.
I be grandfather there. I think that's how it works.
That sounds about right.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these guys a little support. What do we do here? So this. Yeah, this throwing me off that it's just a little bit different size.
Brand's also like not perfectly symmetrical too, which I feel like makes it a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, they really messed me up.
It's good though.
It's fine.
It's good.
I think it looks really
keeps
cool.
you on your toes.
This guy, yeah, that was that high. No. What did we do here? Oh, we just put the we just put the seats on that. Let's see.
It's amazing watching a master at his craft. You like immediately know what pieces and you know where they're going. I love it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting any dates from this. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
You never know, I guess. But yeah, it's funny because I'll bring my buddies down here, and they're like, just don't talk about this on a date or anything. Like, I'm like, all right, well, that's all I know now. Like, I've given up everything and just to do this full time. But I've always enjoyed the build, and getting Christmas or getting sets on Christmas and things like that were always like a special thing. But when it's funny because the reason why I'm on this kick right now, it all started because this table used to be a whole town. It used to be, we had the western town over here, we had Arctic area over here, we had like just a regular city over here, we had the beach over here, so we had, everything was like different worlds, and it was like I was trying to merge it all. I had like a train, kind of like classic train table. My dad was like into trains. His name is Myron, so he's pretty nerdy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you picture a white Myron to look like.
Sure, awesome, love it.
But so anyway, that was the town. It was like that. But then I grew up. I moved out. I moved to California, New York, all this other stuff. Started doing stand up, and when I would come home to visit my family, just like on holidays or whenever I would notice that the table was changing. I'm like, who is down here, like playing Legos right now? And I talked to my dad, and he was like, hey, he's like, when I get bored, I kind of like. Have all these Legos, so like, so every time I came home, it was something different. There was I noticed that he was just having so much fun, like playing around.
I love that.
It's so much fun.
So much fun.
So then I watched on Lego Masters, and the roller coaster episode. Somebody says the roller coaster is the hardest build because you have to build it, one to function and two according to a theme. And so I immediately was like, dude, I got to. So
challenge accepted.
So I bought a bunch of roller coaster pieces on Facebook Marketplace, but I also was like buying bins. So I had all these Legos when I was a kid, but I would go on Facebook Marketplace and buy like 11-pound bins, 20-pound bins, just like bins on bins on bins. Sure. Now my house is full with full of Legos, but what I realized too is Lego. The system of Lego is all about patterns. They usually, when you have a lot, like a big set, like you're following the same pattern a lot. Mm-hmm. And so I was kind of reckless. I was just like, I would see the bin and I'd be like, oh man, that's kind of a cool piece. I want that. And then it's like, now I have all these pieces of like, what do I do with these pieces now? So later on, I've learned that this place it's a site called Bricklink. And so you can actually buy individual pieces for a couple, 2 cents, 10 cents, whatever it may be. So I started buying like, let's say 1,000 of like one specific piece. Because I knew like what would happen is I start building and I get so frustrated because I get so far and then I'm like, well, I ran out of the pieces that I like. And then you end up compensating and then I'm like, that's all I could focus on were the pieces that were like didn't fit. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of limited my progress a little bit. Anyway, so time took over and I was like, dang, every time that I had a new build, I would just think of another idea. And then I was like, man, I got to go back down there. So I haven't left the basement since I started.
That's just really amazing. I appreciate the context of that. That's awesome and so fun. And like it's so important to have like that creative outlet, right? To be able to just put your energy into something that like inspires you, and I could tell that this very much inspires you. So just like, you know, happy to be a part of that.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, that's the whole goal of this podcast is for people to get back in a creative sense of living and wonder in life, and you know, this is just something for fun. I mean, in reality, who knows what could happen with it? I'm really just having fun with it, but I think that we lose sight of that a lot. You know, when you're growing up and getting older, you know, you kind of forget how to be a kid with all the stresses of life, and you know, bills and work, and you know, focus on your career and all these things. And I feel as though, yes, your career is important. It's like SquadUP, you got to put the time and effort in to be successful. But for me, what I lost sight of was the balance of actually having like just simple fun without an outcome, or like this has to be done. I felt like for the last like 5 years maybe or longer, I've just always, I had to do something, and it was like wasn't moving me forward in my life, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. But then it's like then you're missing out on these organic moments that it's like, we're building a ship right now, we're two like grown-ass men, and I'm like, dude, this is the funnest thing for me.
It's so inspiring.
You know what I mean?
You know,
like
sometimes I think that's a great point. You know, like it doesn't need to have an end goal. You do it because it's fun, right? Like and it's sometimes it's tough to like carve out that time to just do something because it's fun, because you have all these other adult responsibilities that are kind of pulling at you. But like, as you said, like balance is something that's super important, and if you don't have that balance, then like that's how it's easy to get like burned out or get stressed or get anxious. So having a creative outlet and being able to do something just for fun is like something that's super important, but I feel like doesn't get talked about enough and doesn't get like prioritized. You know, it is something that is really important to just do something for fun. You know, we don't need to have a reason why. The reason why is I like it. It's fun. It's inspiring to me. It's whatever it is. Right.
Yeah, because you know, when I took on some movie projects and different things, and this past couple of years, I've spent a lot of time editing it, and it's a great skill to have, but you know, it's just like a whole another art, if you will. Like, so filming was great. You know, it was great. You were on set with 20 people, 30 people, whatever it is. We're all collaborating, talking, and then you have all this footage, and I just ended up being in front of the computer for hours, and then not getting as far as I wanted to, and then the next day doing the same thing, and then the next day doing the same thing, and then when you don't see the end result, I felt like I was just in this like cyclone of like, if I wasn't doing something that wasn't editing, then I was like, what was I doing? But then I missed like, you know, playing Legos or just drawing or, you know, doing something fun where it's just like, man, it was those simple tasks when I would actually separate myself from the projects, and I would do something like go for a walk, you know, just like focus on my mental well-being, whatever, blah, blah. I would come back and I would, you know, be more creative and more like, oh man, I'm more influenced, instead of like forcing those times of like where I'm like dead tired, I'm drinking another Red Bull, and I'm like, man, I gotta get this edit done. And I had no boss. It's just like for me, but it's like, you know, then when I was becoming obsessive over it is when I lost the quality. Like I felt like I was losing quality in my life.
Sure. Yeah. So. Oftentimes, like you get the most inspiration when you kind of like put it down and step away, right? Yeah. And I think that's important. Like even just like on the SquadUP side, that like some of the best features that we've built, like or like best problems that I've solved. You know, like I'll spend all day thinking about it, and I can't come up with a solution. And then, you know, like at the end of the day, I'll jump in the shower and like immediately,
like, oh wow,
like, oh, I know how to solve it now. Yeah. So, you know, I think that, again, there's something important about that and about striking that balance, right? You know, and I think that can get lost easily, but you know, finding something that you really love and enjoy, you know, it's important, you know, and it's important to prioritize that.
I agree. I think even too, taking time to be still and you know, going through those problems or things that you're troubleshooting with, I mean, it's going to happen no matter what. It doesn't matter, you know, how successful you are, how, you know, how much money you have. It doesn't matter. Like, those problems are going to always, you know, occur, and so it's about teaching yourself how to overcome them as efficiently as possible. And sometimes I would always feel like if I'm not working on it, then I'm not moving forward. But it's really like that. Your mind just like needs that time to like step away. All you needed was that 5-minute shower, and it's like, dang, you figured it out. And so I think the key is like, you know, not being so hard on yourself. Like
totally. Like, no, I think that's exactly right. You know, and allowing yourself that space to do that, and not beating yourself up over like wanting that space, and just like being okay with that. Like, okay, like you know, exactly. You know, be kind to yourself. I think that's like something that's super important, and just kind of goes within the general conversation.
Yeah, I agree. And that's part of it, because it is easy to, you know, get lost in the situations and the problems. Like I feel like, you know, maybe they're like, this is something where I've come to learn over time, but I didn't just like I didn't just have it. You know, there were some times of super stressful moments, or you know, feeling like you're not accomplishing things, and those were kind of the wake up calls for me to, you know, be like, hey, wait a minute, like, I think it's okay. I think it's fine.
Everything is okay.
Like, I didn't send that email, or I didn't get as far as I wanted to. Like, I think the point is enjoying and being where you are, no matter where you are.
Yeah, exactly. Cutting yourself some slack, giving yourself some grace, you know, because like at the end of the day, like there probably aren't going to be a ton of other people that are going to give you slack and give you grace. So you have to be able to, you have to be able to give it to yourself.
Yeah, I agree. That's great. Do you have is your family all in Connecticut?
So I grew up in Westchester, New York. So my parents are still in Westchester. So great to, you know, be close enough to them to like still have dinner with them like once a month or so. And when we moved back from LA to New York, my wife and I lived with my parents for a little bit while we were looking around for places to live. So, you know, yeah, super thankful to have them nearby. They've been great. You know, they've been obviously huge influences on me, and you know, a big part of who I am today. And yeah, just thankful for the way that they raised me and the values that they kind of instilled in me. I think that, you know, obviously those are going to be the people that influence you the most in life. So yeah, you know, it's true. It's important to, you know, kind of have good influence there and good guidance, because, you know, I think that kind of shapes who you are for a large part.
Yeah, I agree. Now let's say, okay, so now you're very fortunate in the sense that it seems like you have a very, you know, great upbringing and a tight-knit family. What would your advice be to someone who maybe didn't grow up in a good environment, or you know?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I guess like you like surround yourself with good people, right? So, you know, like maybe if it's like your immediate situation isn't the most beneficial. And it's not, you know, and it's not always going to be. Like, it's important to like find good people around you, whether that's like other friends or family members or whatever it is, to have that like positive influence. I feel like it's something that's so important and goes so far. Just, you know, having people to support you and like be proud of you and encourage you. You know, I think that if it's not there like within your immediate family, which again I totally understand that it not always will be, but being able to like find that, whether that's like a great mentor, a great teacher, a great friend, having someone to bounce ideas off of, having someone to support you, I feel like goes like so far.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
It's just like like surrounding yourself with positivity, positive people, positive energy, you know, I feel like really goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you're a testament to that.
Sure.
You
well,
know,
I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Yeah. So it's yeah, I think that's great advice.
Yeah. Well, you know, good vibes, right? Like I think that's at the end of the day, that's something that's super important. It's just, you know, having good energy. The energy that you kind of put in oftentimes is the energy that you get out, right? So trying to stay positive and stay curious and interested and always try to be learning new things, I feel like is generally helpful overall. And again, just kind of watching your mastery has been fantastic. The way that you added those two supporting pieces, that was really impressive.
Oh, thanks. So now we got ship that will swing.
Yeah. Damn. Look at that.
Not too bad here. I think it looks pretty cool so far. I think the colors look really great. I kind of messed up our door. They don't really have a way to get in, but that's fine. I think, you know, that's the beauty of it too. Is like, you know, not everything's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be perfect. If we had to, we could always have them like come in the back, I guess, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's other ways. Yeah. It's funny because like, you know, I am just doing this for fun, but like sometimes I have taken it too seriously, where I'm just like, man, I'm like, how are these Legos gonna get in? And then in my mind, like, it takes me a while to be like, dude, what do you? Who cares? Who cares? What are you talking about?
Matter. It's not like you're really, you know, exactly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how they get in. It just
is. It just is.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was thinking a little bit more support here. Well, so we're gonna. This is the, you know, how it's gonna swing, but we also need supports, you know, to support
to get it off the ground, right? Because it can't just be crashing.
Right. Just like holding it up. But I have an idea. So these guys here, I think this is kind of a cool pattern that's already established here.
Okay.
Or even the yellow. What do you think?
I like that one. Yeah.
We can change it to whatever. I have one of the episodes, or you know, just something I do in my mind when I'm down here, is like this is the Lego roller coaster Imperium. There's actually like a salesman, like, you know, selling all the types of pillars, all the types of track, and all the things. So like, I want to have 2 characters like walk through the store.
Oh hell yeah, I love that.
This guy right here. You ever been to Disney World?
I have. Not in some time, but yeah, I definitely have.
The original test track. I was inspired by that. Like, so these cars are going to be a ride. I have to figure out how to make it pirate themed, but that's going to be a ride eventually.
Oh, so cool.
I have a whole bunch of coaster track, all these things like. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be something.
Man, this is really really special.
Yeah. So look, this is already perfect. Kind of matches the pink. So here's what I was thinking, and we'll
I've never seen these types of pieces before.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
it's new to me. That's great.
It is wild because the sets that I grew up with, I thought I always had pretty cool sets. I had like the Western set. I had like some classic ones, but the ones that they have today are just kind of crazy, insane with detail, and I'm a huge detail guy. So, but anyway, so these pieces, it's cool to have like a new piece for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So these are. I mean, they're just sort of rounds, but they have the center in the.
That'll be nice and sturdy, yeah.
And then they have, this can't go all the way across. But if we were to stick something in here, so like for this connection, this is a good connection here, because then this is going to glow, and then it's like I have these little ports to, put things in there. So.
Now I know that you said that you are and were never a big kit guy, but if you had to pick one kit, what would your kitted preference be?
I wanted the Western set. That's like the whole Western town.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one that I just wanted every Christmas or whatever, and I finally got it, and I was like, I think I lived the Western life, for a long time after that.
Amazing. So, you got a cowboy hat, cowboy boots.
Yeah. It got weird.
Yep. That's awesome. It's funny. I always I feel like I could do the cowboy lifestyle. I feel like there's something there to just, tending to your farm and your animals and just living off the land, kind of like the exact opposite of who I am, I guess. There's something like nice about that, and we're like, I don't think that I would have the skill set in order to live that life, but if I did have that skill set, I think that would be a fun life to live. Would be like the cowboy rancher life.
Yeah, well, I think so too. You can't downplay yourself though. Maybe you do have the skills. We have to get you abandoned on a farm for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
That would be quite an experience. That was the whole point of like dude ranches, right? Like I don't really know much about dude ranches, but I feel like that was kind of like the point. Was like people like me who were like, oh, it'd be fun to be a cowboy.
Well, I'm a cowboy, man.
It's like, all right, like go here.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so what? I don't even know what a dude ranch is.
Honestly, I don't even really think that I know either. But I think that it's great. I think it's I think it's almost like cowboy fantasy camp. I think.
Whoa,
I could be.
Awesome.
I could be like. Don't quote me on that. I could be 100% wrong, but I do actually think that might be what it is.
Dude, that's really amazing. So, because there would be a difference in a regular ranch, right? Like a dude, is there a difference between a dude ranch?
Because I think a dude ranch is like you go and like you like participate. You ride horses and you I don't know, you rope cattle together, do whatever it is that cowboys do. Yeah, so like just like how they have like fantasy camp for like the Mets do like a fantasy camp in Florida every year. Like you go and like you play like with the Mets team and you do like spring training and things like that. And it's like almost like you're on the baseball team.
Right.
Kind of same idea, but instead of like playing baseball, you're like doing all these like cowboy related activities.
That's amazing.
I think. Again, don't quote me on that, and I could be completely off, but I think that might be right.
That could be a new show on Netflix. It could be like Dude Ranch or Dude, yeah.
You know what? Now that we're talking about it, do you remember? I don't know if you remember this. One of the first reality TV shows, I forgot the name of it, was with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
It was like they basically went and lived like a cowgirl style life, and it was actually very, very, very entertaining. I forgot the name of it now, but yeah, it's the same idea. But make for a good reality show, I think.
Yeah, Dude Ranch. That's or cow. I can't imagine, because even today obviously technology is very useful. It's a great tool, but I do think that we are consumed with our technology, and even I could preach it all day, but I'm on my phone just as much.
Same. I wish. I'm like, listen. The first step is like admitting, right? Like I admit that I'm addicted to my phone. I like I feel like there's not really a ton that I could do about it. I try to be as conscious of it as I can, but yeah, you know, it's got me. Like, you know, the social media companies, over the past 20 years, their whole science behind it is like, let's get people on, keep people on their phones as much as possible, and like, they got me. It worked. So I try, but yeah, you know, I wish I wasn't as reliant on my phone. I had this nice and sturdy.
Yeah, so that's why the whole rod in between, and then now we got this guy here. So yeah, I'm not worried about it crashing now. What we'll do is we need to have, I'm trying to think of how to do it. So these ramps here will be our entranceway. And I took this off. We can put it back on, but it was just, I needed a flat surface. But so this would be like where they enter, you know, somewhat. And so we need, I'm trying to think of, I need to have another, like, I need to have like another support system, so that a support system that's actually higher than the ship. So that
almost like, okay, because I was trying to figure out how to do this, but almost like you need like 2 pillars here, right, and then these 2 pillars need to like slightly lift this up,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, so that lays on the ground.
Like, it's like pillars and then like crossbars, and then this could probably sit on top of the crossbars.
Yes.
And then kind of go up and down, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically?
Yes.
That all kind of makes sense?
Yeah, 100%. So I think, let's see here. Let's see if I can find this piece. It's like a big support beam. I have another one of these somewhere, but let's just use this one first.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, so I feel like this is gonna be the one that we're looking for, because it's kind of, it fits this, and now it needs to be higher.
Right, and we could just like put like some of the square pieces, right? Like, can we just hypothetically put a few square pieces underneath it, and that'll lift it up?
Brilliant.
How do we do that? We can use all of them probably. Yeah, I got these 2 of those.
We need to go, let's see, is that going to work? We need to go a little bit higher. Getting there.
Getting there, but yeah, so.
Well, I think this is right? Because if it's a little bit higher, then it'll sit on it, and then it'll be able to swing up and down.
100%. So, yeah, let's go a little bit higher here. If you want to, that big boy. I have, yeah, if you want to use, oh yeah, this guy here too. I think that's good. So yeah, this will, oh yeah, that's it. Dang, look at that.
Sick.
So yeah, so basically we would have to have, all right, so.
Something similar on the other side, but I think that'll do.
Yeah, that's perfect. This ship looks really cool.
Yeah, it does.
A few moments later.
How are you feeling so far?
I feel great. I feel like the only thing, I need to talk through it. I feel like the only thing that's missing is like a sail.
Yes, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would fit that in the current.
Okay, you want to come over here real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got some cool sails.
Oh, we got sails to choose from.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good options.
I think I have another one of these somewhere. I just don't want to spend too much time looking for it, but I am going to get somewhere over here, right over here. I want to get these pieces that have the hole in the center.
Oh, perfect, to kind of like anchor it in the middle.
Yeah, because well, do you think? I feel like a circle is. Do you think the circles are too much? The round ones?
We gotta see what you're talking about. Let's see.
Well, so the round. You see the one like the green, like the.
Oh, these.
So like if I were to, yeah. So, you know how we have the holes here.
Mm-hmm.
Then like to sit like a circle guy here, a circle guy here, or
yeah. No, it's perfect.
Okay, you think you are? I'll show you this. Let me see if this works. Yeah, these guys. Maybe this will be the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. As far as just since it's not, so it won't be as bulky.
Yep.
And these little guys here. I'll just do. So then we'll just feed it through again. And there we go.
Sick. That's perfect.
Yeah, so now now it's super secure here. So once we get the other side lifted up, I mean this is great.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, this is pretty creative so far.
Very creative. I like that.
Okay, so so then in that case, let's build as much as we can. But I obviously have to find this other side. But I'm very happy with this. This is a cool system that we have here. So
I'd love to get the sail in there, and then I feel like we'd be in good.
Yeah. Okay.
Get the sail rocking and rolling.
Yeah. Let's get the sail going.
I gotta think about it a little bit because, like, where's the sail gonna live? I'm trying to.
Yeah. So, I kind of. Well, here's what we could do. We could do something where, let's say the sail, because I do agree it has to have the sail. So, we could, like, this is the front of the ship. So, the sail could be.
I mean, like, looking at this piece, like, hypothetically, the sail could just kind of live across the two arches.
Whoa, yeah.
Hypothetically.
I think here, you wanna flip this around so, like, you see how it's but you see how it's upside down? So
if you turn this.
Yeah, if you turn
So kind of
and
like
then,
this.
I like the colors here too.
So, like, hypothetically, I think that could.
Oh, look at that! That's amazing.
Right.
I think that's perfect.
What a nice boat.
But like I said, my dad and I are always like kind of like resorting and shuffling things around. The goal, eventually is to never have to do this.
Sure.
But I think that's always kind of part of Legoing too. Like, when you're a kid, I mean, I guess there are some people out there that really have a great system, but
We need a better system!
I think we actually might need to take it even higher, and because right now it's kind of scraping the bottom.
Oh yeah.
See, like that.
See, that's good.
Oh, good. That's the easy part, right? That's the easy fix.
Yeah, but it looks sick. If you look at it from this side, I mean, it looks like a real ship.
Yeah, it really does.
Do you think
it looks so real?
All right, let's get some square pieces to put under this, right?
Yep. So I got this long. Here, we can do this too. I have a. See, we can slide this from here because this is just kind of acting as like a placeholder right now.
Oh, okay.
So all these big boys, we get that green one there. We have these two, or that, whatever.
Oh, you tell. I don't want to take them off. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, anything's for the ring. I told you that rule. So don't feel like anything like
off limits.
Yeah. All right. If it inspires you, grab it. So we have this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 high. We said we're gonna go higher, so this is gonna be 9. So I would say you want to go maybe the 2 guy, and then we have another maybe 2 squares.
Just double, and then
if we can find another double, or just 2 squares. So 2 of these guys. See, my dad's good, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Real fast.
Perfect.
I'll just use this square.
Yeah, right?
So this is going to be, you think that's high enough, right?
Yeah, that should be high enough. Okay. And then we need more of the single eye pieces, right?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Put them on?
Sure. Match the colors here.
We'll grab some gold 4s. We got this guy. Oh yeah, so we need to make this guy higher.
Yeah.
So work down, we're working backwards.
Right.
Okay, so that is okay. Yeah. So we just need another 2 more tall boys. That's fine.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's not like 100% level. Yeah, we should. We can do that now. We can.
I guess we need it like it's all part of the scene. There. Step, right? Yes, we need to because we need to make sure that these are the same size, right? So we need to put that on top of this, and then we need to push it through. I think that.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. This one is taller for some because we got. Oh yeah, because we got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we just need one more on this side. Yeah, we'll lock it in once it's all the way in. We'll lock it in. You know.
We may need to extend this piece. I don't know this one.
Okay, so we got this. And so what I was gonna do. Make this a little bit easier. I was gonna put this piece here. Keep that together. Let's see this side.
Yep.
I'm not worried about the side sticking out.
Yeah.
I think this is the best for the length that we need. So okay. I lost a couple seats, so that's fine. Wow, that's sick. Oh, okay. All right.
What have I done?
So,
I guess we need to support it more in some way, but I'm not immediately certain what that way would be. But I know that you know.
Yeah. I think we just need to lock in these plates at the bottom.
Got it.
So maybe let's just try to get it even. So, so we'll give it enough space here. Let's see here. 14. So now 16, we'll have it, should we have it hanging off the edge or like a little closer?
I think maybe a little off the edge. So I feel like you want like a little bit of wiggle room there.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Now these are locked in. And we got this guy. Yep. Lock that one in.
Right?
Yep, perfect. Okay. What happened to this guy? Oh, yeah.
This goes there. Yep. Oh, one second. Goes there. This goes here. This goes.
Perfect. Look at that.
Damn.
Dang. Okay. So.
My only concern is that is the ship too heavy for these pieces to hold it up?
Okay, so that's a good concern. So what I would suggest, well, we lost our little.
How did we have this? Hold on. How did we have this rotating before? I guess.
Yeah, because I feel like
we did something where it's now not.
Yeah. So here's where we're gonna have to make a slight change. So I thought this was gonna stabilize it, but now it's stabilizing everything. So we'll have to take the square off. And I think I'll just put a flat square, or if you wanna put just a thick square on these two pink ones.
Yep.
That way this will keep it separate from our stands.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was like preventing it from.
That.
Yeah, there we go.
And
Yeah, any of those guys. Dude, this is looking so cool. Okay, so now let's keep it separated.
Yep.
We'll have to. I'm making a piece right here to close those ends off, so that it still rotates, but a little bit more secure.
Awesome.
Dude, now I won't sleep for the next like 5 nights. I'll be like, dude, this is like so cool. Alright, so we got these little end pieces here.
Oh, beautiful.
So that way.
This part of it reminds me of those, like, I forgot what it's called, connects. Kicks. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, connects. I wanted to bring that up because when I grabbed this piece, I was like, oh man, is this kind of similar to what you were playing with?
Yep.
Back in the day.
Very, very much so.
So yeah, these are different. I guess these pieces kind of intimidate me a bit. because I'm not I'm used to like the regular bricks.
Yep.
And so just this build alone is kind of getting me involved.
Pushing outside of your comfort level a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh man, but they're actually very useful. So these rods are key for this tower right here. Like everything has a rod in there. There's been so many times when I have like just pressed down. Oh, this is a perfect example. This is found in one of those like bins. It's not a Lego. It's just like this thing. You see how high these pins are?
Oh, it's like a bootleg Lego.
I literally I had it all the way to the top. Right, and I'm just like, I was so excited for the first time. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I was trying to get this piece on, and I had, at the time, I was just working under the black light because it's kind of just fun to do that. And I couldn't figure out why it wasn't connecting, and I pressed, and the whole thing shattered. And so it was devastating, but then I did some research, and I figured out these rods are super helpful because, so you'll notice, like, I don't want to take anything apart from this, but so the whole thing crumbled. And it was like I had to figure out where everything went. But now, like, let's say if I pushed this over and it all fell apart, everything would be connected. So like this right here, and then like the elbow pieces.
You got like the foundation. It's sturdy.
Yeah. So like if I push this over right here, then everything is. We just have to put it back together. But I wouldn't have to like figure out the pattern or So it's kind of cool to learn that. All right. So our concern was. We don't think you think the weight is going to be too heavy.
I don't know, but my concern is that will this, and we can test it, right? Like, will this hold the ship up?
Yeah,
so
I think so.
This, and then
the other side. Yeah, sure. If we just get it sturdy enough, we hold it down and you want to press as hard as you can, and then you see those gaps. In this one right here, like there's a little gap. If you get it tight, then it'll hold it fine. Yeah, there we go. Now it's just tight. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay.
Give it a little swing.
Dude,
yeah. Let's go.
Dang, cool.
We did it.
Let's go.
Amazing. Alright, cool. So I'm pretty satisfied with this.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, oh my god, this is really neat.
Hell
we got a nice size. We got, so let's see here, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 people. 26 people.
I would ride this thing for sure. I'll tell you that.
Dude, it's sick.
You catch me online.
Okay, so we're not gonna get the best view right now because it is so light, but we gotta check it out in the black light.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so gotta make a couple switches here.
All right.
Set change. And you'll get to see the wall too. This is really impressive. I'm proud of this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so even then, like, obviously we're not done. We can build as long as you want, but like, so even adding furthermore, like, so we would add these back in, so it had like, it's ramp status. I would say maybe we would lower it a little bit because this is pretty high up here, so we just need to get it just high enough to where the back end doesn't hit the bottom.
Yep.
So just like maybe a couple of pegs down. So then we also just need our Q line, kind of like because right here, this is where like we would have to come up with like a little bit of like maybe a gap or a bridge to this point right here. We want to I'm saying like there's got to be like this piece even or something where we would, or like even from the ground, like where we would have to build like an extending dock so that they could just board. But I mean, this looks sick. I'm really proud of this. You think, what does it say here? We can do this. There's a bigger one. Should we just use this one?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
This is for a bigger sail.
Yeah.
But we'll just do it in the back, just so the back support. So now we got a little bit more support here. And now both sides. A little sturdy. Hey, there we go. Dang, that's not bad.
That is not bad at all.
Dang, that's pretty cool. Alright, let me get back to it. Sorry, I got distracted. This is why it takes me forever.
No, it's all good.
I'm like, squirrel.
Yeah.
So, went on Amazon, I got all the best black lights possible. And this is just the beginning too. I want to, this is just, for what, working with what I have now. But you know, the whole goal is actually for my dad and I to build like, you know, kind of like long lights across or whatever, but then have it compatible for, you know, a black light if you want to do an exchange.
Oh wow!
So that way the whole room is lit.
Almost like string lights, but black lights.
Yes. The more the better. It's really, so these black lights are great because they supercharge the one. So there's like 3 phases here. That you have whatever we have, what you see in the daylight. Then you have whatever we see in the black light, but then you also have whatever glows in the dark. So there's like it's kind of a very cool way to watch. We got some of the seats, you know, glowing here. We got these. That's really cool. Man, she's 30 too. Look at that.
Absolutely amazing.
Sail was a great idea to put it up here.
Yeah, because I don't know where else it would go necessarily. I was thinking like maybe I had this. I was like, that here.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It didn't look right here.
Well, yeah. So I would think even further, like we could just raise this up a bit, just over the round part, and then put that on there.
Sure. That would work too.
Oh yeah, they're needed here. Yeah, it's crazy. Actually, the sets from like the 80s had a lot of these pieces. They were like weird space sets, and I never knew it. I never even experimented with black lights. You know, when I used to Lego as a kid, but when I kind of rediscovered them, I'm like, dang, dude, I didn't even know they knew that. You know what they did.
It's an amazing added visual element.
Yeah, because that's what's cool too. Is I feel like it changes the dynamic of the set when you have a little bit of the blacklight stuff. One more. Yeah, that's good.
To get over, yeah. Yeah. Is this one? Yeah. Maybe one more just to be safe.
Yeah. Dang. So now you can add that second sail.
Might need another one of the closing pieces this side of the sail.
Ah, cool. Now, so what I would think right here is we have our Viking ship that is slowly turning into a pirate ship. It's morphing, you know how Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, they transform. So it kind of looks like whatever the spirit, the pirate spirits are kind of taking over from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the glowing is the spirits or whatever. Dang, this is cool. I'm really happy with this.
Me too.